Behemoths, Titans, Legends. This is Pokemon VGC 2016. Hello everyone and welcome to Sharp Dress Gaming, and today we're back with some more Pokemon VGC 2016. Let me check. Oh, yep, we're not muted. Good. But today we're here with the final episode of the Raticate team, featuring Raticate, Mega Sceptile, Xerneas, Klefki, Primal Groudon, and Zapdos. Now, this episode I'm determined to use Sceptile and Zapdos, so if it ends up going to 3 battles, we're going to do it, and I might do a few battles off screen just to get them. But they're made for Kyogre, so if we don't see Kyogre, then we may not see them. So I'm going to look for a Kyogre once we get towards the end of the episode if we don't see one during it. So I'm going to hit that challenge button. 1541 rating to start off today with 6 wins, 3 losses. Gosh, I have not been playing VGC as much as I usually do. I should kick it back up in the gear. But I'm using my Xerneas for my other team, so that's why I'm not. 1619 Japan. Kyogre, there it is. There's also a Groudon. So we see Kyogre, Groudon, Kangaskhan, Talonflame, excuse me, Cresselia, and Amoonguss. Now, Amoonguss typically don't carry Sludge Bomb anymore. That was like an early 15 kind of thing. So, Sceptile should be pretty good here, actually. Except for the Talonflame and the Groudon, which my Groudon can kind of deal with. And my Zapdos can also deal with the Talon. So, what I am going to do then is bring... I think I want Xerneas. We go Xerneas, Groudon, Zapdos, Sceptile. I don't know why I thought there's more Pokemon. Let's go Zapdos, Xerneas, Sceptile, Groudon. So no Klefki for support, but we do have Zapdos for support. So my plan here... I should have led with Groudon. My plan here is to Tailwind turn 1. But if I have Xerneas, yeah, I should have led. Zapdos, Groudon, I wasn't thinking. I originally thought that, and then for some reason I didn't do it. But they lead Kangaskhan and Cresselia. So here's our, excuse me, Fairy Aura. And we are exerting our pressure. So I could Tailwind, but that Cresselia can easily Trick Room. So I'm actually just going to Discharge and protect my Xerneas this turn. You know, I was going to put Citrus Berry on the Zapdos, but I think it still has Life Orb. So that could be problematic to us in the future, but we will see. So Kangaskhan does Mega Evolve, of course. And now does he fake out my Zapdos? He goes straight for the Double Edge in the Xerneas. Alright, but we get the Discharge off. Can we Paralyze the Kangaskhan? No paralysis, but Trick Room does get off, so my Zapdos is the slowest Pokemon on the field right now. Actually, Cresselia is... Actually, I don't know. I don't know, Ming. No, I could Volt Switch into Groudon. I think I'll do that. A Volt Switch and Dazzling Gleam. And this should do a ton of damage to the Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan actually switches out into Groudon. It is into Groudon. So we won't be able to Volt Switch this turn. And he probably didn't bring Kyogre then. Rather unfortunate, but that is what happened. Now, what does the Cresselia want to do? That's the real question. Gravity. Okay, so he's setting up for Precipice Blades. So we're going to want to get Zapdos out of here as soon as possible. Because he's going to Precipice Blades to knock out Zapdos and do a ton of damage to Xerneas. Yeah. Alright, so they set up Trick Room and they did Gravity. So we're going to straight up switch our Zapdos into a Sceptile. And I'm actually just going to protect Xerneas this turn. This is turn 3 of Trick Room. So Sceptile will be able to eat this hit. Helping Hand, even. Xerneas protects. And here comes Precipice Blades, which should connect because of gravity. Let's see how much it does to a Sceptile. Gosh, it does way too much. So Sceptile is going to faint this coming up turn here. So I'll just Mega Evolve and try an Energy Ball the Groudon. And I will also Hidden Power Ground the Groudon. This is turn 4 of Trick Room. So Sceptile got to come, but it's going to be pretty useless. Just because of this Trick Room shenanigans. Because Groudon should be going. Yep. We'll see how much Precipice Blades does to my poor Xerneas. Not enough to knock out, but still a ton of damage. And Sceptile will faint. And let's see, Hidden Power Ground. Not going to do enough to KO. Critical hit on the Groudon, though. And now I'm just going to bring out my Groudon. And this way, I can double protect this turn. And double protect this turn, and then I will double into Xerneas. So protect my Groudon, and protect my Xerneas. Yep, there goes Helping Hand. Obviously. My Groudon's going to protect, which my Groudon's faster than my Xerneas. So there's Precipice Blades. And Twisted Dimensions will return to normal. Now, what I'm going to do is just double into the Cresselia with Fire Punch. Actually, I could Precipice Blades here, because gravity is still going. So I'm going to Precipice Blades and Dazzling Gleam. He does not protect his Groudon, so I am glad I went for that Precipice Blades, because my Groudon should outspeed... Are my Xerneas and my Groudon speed timed with each other? Or what? Wait, Groudon doesn't lose speed when he primals, does he? Anyway, double KO. Double KO on Crest and Groudon. And then Kangaskhan's going to come out so we can double protect again. He didn't fake out, which concerns me. Makes me think that maybe he's got protect. Kyogre is the final Pokemon, unfortunately. Well, that's fine. Because... Why is that fine? Why is that fine? Now what I can do here, I'm going to switch out Kangaskhan for Zapdos. And I'm going to protect my Xerneas. Now hopefully just... Here's the thing, the Groudon switch is kind of... what's the word I'm looking for? Obvious? So he could just Double Edge, and even Water Spout is just going to do so much damage to Zapdos. And Zapdos is pretty needed. Low kick into his own Kyogre? Why'd he do that? And then Origin Pulse. And Zapdos avoids. Why did he do that? Did he get too cocky? Well, here I'm going to Discharge, and I'm going to switch Xerneas for Groudon, because Groudon can't get affected by Discharge. Why did he do that? Is he an idiot, or... They must have got too cocky. Because Origin Pulse would have knocked out both my Pokemon. Maybe he forgot I had Zapdos? Or she? It is a she, according to their avatar. Here comes Double Edge into Zapdos. I do have Citrus Berry on Zapdos. I do. Now, does the Kyogre Ice Beam and does it outspeed my Zapdos? It should outspeed my Zapdos. I don't have any speed investment. No, Zapdos outspeeds the Kyogre. I suppose it is a Trick Room Kyogre, isn't it? And that's going to take out the Kyogre, and it'll paralyze the Kangaskhan. Woo! That dumb idiot. So, it must have just been overconfidence and forgetting that I had a third Pokemon. So I can just Volt Switch and Thunder and Fire Punch, and they're gonna forfeit. That's why you don't get overconfident, kids. There's no reason for them to low kick their Kyogre. Absolutely no reason. Like, I can see Power Up punching your Kyogre. That's a thing. That can happen. But low kicking your Kyogre, especially critting your own Kyogre, that's something else. But we're going to get into the next match. So Sceptile didn't get to do anything, but Zapdos really did, so that was cool. I'm going to hit the challenge button again. 1560 rating. Let's see if we can get another Kyogre matchup so we can hopefully get Sceptile to do something. Or maybe I'd rather see Raticate do something for this final match, but I did get Zapdos in, and Sceptile did get to hit the field, so I'm not going to worry about finding an extra match. If we can even find this match. Come along now, come along now. Hello? Hello, anybody home? Anybody looking for a battle? Everybody must be playing Pokken instead. I wish I was playing Pokken right now, to be honest. 1531 Saitama, Japan. Okay, Heatran. No Kyogre, but if I had Kyogre, I'd be looking really good. But there is a Smeargle, so I'm going to for sure lead with my Klefki, also Crobat. Ooh, he could go Smeargle Crobat, which would be a problem. Because Crobat could Quick Guard me. But anyway, actually, no, it wouldn't matter. Groudon, Xerneas, Kangaskhan, and Heatran, which is the wild card here. Heatran you don't see very often because it gets bodied by both of the primal Pokemon. But maybe it's there for Xerneas. But I do have Hidden Power Ground on my Xerneas, so I'm not super worried about it. So I'm going to go Klefki, and you know what I'm saying here? I'm going to go Klefki Raticate. So Xerneas, no wait, I'll have Raticate in the back. Xerneas and Groudon. Okay, so the thing I'm worried about right now is Smeargle Kangaskhan lead, because Kangaskhan could fake out my Klefki, and then Smeargle could go for Dark Void. Now, the biggest thing about that is they'll put Klefki to sleep, and then we can't guard it. Crafty Shield it anymore. And that's exactly what they lead with, too. So here's a problem we run into. Smeargle Kangaskhan. So I'm going to Crafty Shield in case he doesn't fake me out for some reason. I'm also going to Dazzling Gleam, expecting the fake out. Just to get some nice damage off. Xerneas should outspeed Smeargle. This is something I should check before I use these Pokemon. It's a weird set. It's made to live Dragon Ascent from Life Orb Mega Rayquaza. That's the only thing I know about this. Okay, so he didn't fake out. Did he go straight for Double Edge? Oh, Smeargle went for Quick Guard, expecting something else from that Klefki. And Kangaskhan goes straight for a return, I'm assuming in Xerneas, which it does. Which is going to do some damage. But I'm just going to Dazzling Gleam. And that'll bring Smeargle down to Focus Sash, and Kangaskhan to where it's at. So this turn I'm going to Thunder Wave the Kangaskhan and then Dazzling Gleam. So Smeargle's going to continue to go for Quick Guard, so the Kangaskhan's going to knock out my poor Xerneas this turn. And Thunder Wave won't go through because of Quick Guard. Okay. So very good play there for my opponent. Stopping my Klefki from messing with the Kangaskhan. But we also didn't get Dark Voided, so I'm not super upset. So I'm going to bring in Raticate. Wow. So this turn I'm just going to Crafty Shield again. And I'll protect the Raticate. Or actually... I'm going to Swagger the Smeargle this turn. And Protect Eradicate. Because I don't have to worry about Eradicate going to sleep right now, and I won't have to worry about him going to sleep after he gets burned either. Okay, so Miracle's just going to continuously quick guard, so I can just stop trying to do that stuff. And Kangaskhan tries to go for Sucker Punch on probably Eradicate, but I do get Flame Orbs. I'm going to Crafty Shield again. Actually, there's no reason to Crafty Shield. I'll try and Swagger the Smeargle again. And then we're going to Facade the Kangaskhan. Okay. Smeargle's Quick Dart. As long as it's doing that, it's fine because Crafty Shield won't matter if, is he Sucker Punch? Oh my god, does that occur? So, that sucks, because that would not have knocked us out if he hadn't crit, which he did. Obviously, we saw it happen. But now I'll just bring in my Groudon and I'll go for Precipice Blades. If he hadn't crit, Facade would have knocked out the Kangaskhan. Rather unfortunate. I could have also Sucker Punched, which would have stopped his Sucker Punch. So it is partially my fault, but still. Critical hit. Yep, Smeargle's just going to continuously Quick Guard, so I guess I could be foul playing with Klefki. He's going to return Groudon. Ow. Ow. That'll bring us down to half. Here comes Precipice Blades, who avoided. Who avoided? It was Kangaskhan. Of course it was Kangaskhan. Alright, Smeargle's going to feint to that. And then who's going to come in here? Groudon? It is Groudon. So, the play I'm going to make right now is to Swagger the Groudon and hope for either a miss or a miss knockout on Klefki or a Swagger hit, and then I will Thunder Wave the Kangaskhan. So Swagger on the Groudon, Protect on my Groudon. So yeah, a few misplays there. I should have Sucker Punch with Eradicate. I knew Sucker Punch wouldn't knock out, that's why I went for Facade. I expected me to survive the Sucker Punch, which I would have. And then also I should have been foul playing with Klefki, seeing that the Smeargle was only going for Quick Guard. So, yeah. You know, mistakes were made, but that's how you learn things. Not that I always put what I learned into play, but hopefully you guys are learning things. That's the main point of these videos, is that you guys are learning. And hopefully being slightly entertained at that. So, my Groudon protects, so I don't think his did, because mine's not max speed. Kangaskhan did go for Sucker Punch, though, so that's annoying. I'm going to Swagger here. And let's see what the Groudon goes for. Hopefully it's special. Or hopefully it just hits itself in confusion, even better. So Groudon's going to go for another... Kangaskhan's going to go for another Sucker Punch, huh? I'm going to Thunder Wave it, in case for some reason we missed the Precipice Blades, and then we're going to go for Precipice Blades. Yep, it's just going to keep Sucker Punching, which, as long as it doesn't crit again, it's not going to knock me out, because Return barely did enough to knock me out. So you get the Thunder Wave off onto the Kangaskhan. Perfect. My Groudon does go first, and Precipice Blades connects with both Pokemon, is enough to knock out his Groudon. It does not. We have to rely on Swagger once again. It does knock out the Kangaskhan, though, which is so useless. It hits itself. It's a useless Swagger. I mean, Thunder Wave. So I could have, I guess, foul played that Groudon, but still we ended up knocking it out there. What's the last Pokemon going to be? Is it Xerneas? It is Xerneas. There's that Fairy Aura. Now, does this thing have Moonblast, and is it going to go for it? That's the real question. I'm going to Thunder Wave it for sure. And I really want to attack here, but I'm going to protect. Just to be safe. Because Moonblast, I think, does knock out Groudon from this range. And even if it Geomancies in its next turn... It did go for Dazzling Gleam. Okay, so we might have lived that with Groudon. I'm not sure. It's not doing very much to Klefki, though. But now Klefki, we can spam some Swaggers, and we can Fire Punch with the Groudon. As annoying as Klefki is, it does its job. So, you know, we take what we can here. Fire Punch is going to do a ton of damage to Xerneas. A little over 50. And we get this Swagger hit. This is what you get for critting my Raticate. Raticate just wanted to have fun, and you just wrecked it for him. And they're going to forfeit. Both matches ended in a forfeit. My first opponent being Tukaki and low-kicking his own Kyogre. And this one, there was critical hits and there was Swagger hits. So, what can you do? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And thank you so much for all the support on this Raticate team. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. I love this Raticate team. Unfortunately, Raticate didn't get to do what it wanted to. And unfortunately, Sceptile also didn't really get to do anything. Excuse me. But it turned out being for the best because we got to save Zapdos for the end of the game, which worked out perfectly for us. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. And we will see you either Friday or next week. We'll see. I don't work tomorrow, so I should be able to put a team together for you guys. But thank you so much for joining me. Stay sharp, everyone.
Hello everyone, and thanks for checking out the video. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to click on the links on the screen. If you haven't yet, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to see more videos as they come to your way. And if you want to go check out the GoFundMe, that'd be great too. Bye!